First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set, 95-56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. You're good, you're good. I fought, right?
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Slam, slam, slam. Over. Sammy. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 24. Watch 24.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. Yellow lady. Kill. Showing up. 22 jet bomber.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Under 10, 10. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. There we go, 2. Check 13. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 25 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey. 4 down. 47. 26.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. 4-8. 51. Here we go, team. Here I come. Kill. We're going to 54. Why here? We're going to 54. Why here?
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. 10. 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Watch it. Topper!
Second and 5 now. Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath, the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. You better be afraid of me. Hey, easy. Be afraid of me. Check.
They run with Murray. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And some room to run now. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Ready? You ready? Check, check, check. Come on. You better bring it. Slam, slam, slam.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, kill. Kill. Well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And a Cowboy first down.
There you go. 40. 50 on the mark. Wild Bill. Hey, kill. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
First down.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Prescott being chased out left. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 48.
Breeze going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Mike, ready? Double lady. Got 9. Easy, opposite.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Now Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, go, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Kill.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Caught here by Griffin. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Let him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Breeze pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 12, 12, 12. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. 47, 47. Watch the slip, watch the slip. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Prescott now from the 50. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Interception. Let's get this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Take 4. Hey, easy. 48 the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Hey, easy. Banjo. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, 20 seconds.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting,
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Forbath to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Cowboys 28, Saints 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
and just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 on the ground. Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Ready? 5-8.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
95-56. 95-56.
2 yards on the
Here we go.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, easy. 48 Mike. Oh, yeah. Hey, easy. Here we go. 5-8. Here we go again. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Hatchet. Here we go. Check. Me, I got this.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check.
Back to throw, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. On second down, it's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll run with Elliott. They find some open field here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check him.
Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.